let's go to the Raiders here, and you have a name that was thrown out initially pretty much for every single team.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh wants to get back to the NFL. He wants to get back to that level. He wants to compete for a championship. And right now, he's very, very hot. Yes, he had a real successful year. They didn't win the collegiate championship, but guess what? He beat Ohio State. Finally being able to do that is a monumental achievement for Jim Harbaugh. So he can ride off into sunset and say, you know what? I took care of one of the main priorities for the University of Michigan. Job halfway done. And with that being said, let's go back to the National Football League. And I think the Raiders, that's a team that he would love to be able to coach. The structure that could potentially he potentially could provide would be huge. The being able to put people under him, the staff. And look, think about this. It wasn't like he left the NFL because he was just bad. He was a below average coach. He had some issues with the front office, but he was extremely successful. So me personally, Jim Harbaugh will be the ideal coach for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Let's end it with the Vikings here, and you're going with a name that I feel like for the past couple of years, every time there's a head coach opening, we have heard this name, Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah, and finally, he lands a job with the Minnesota Vikings. Why this is an ideal fit? He understands and he knows about the Vikings organization. Remember, he coached there from the year 2006 to 2010. Looking at what he's been able to do offensively, coaching under Andy Reid, calling plays there with Pat Mahomes, being able to put his hands on that offense when you have Dalvin Cook, when you have Adam Thielen, when you have Justin Jefferson, potentially still having Captain Kirk Cousins. Man, they have pieces already in place. Defensively, they have pieces in place as well. Hopefully getting Danielle Hunter back and some other guys. Man, this is a team that's ready to win right now. They're ready to win right now. And if you're able to get one of the more coveted names over the last few years into that organization, especially the offensive mind that he is and he has been, I think this would be great. This would be a big-time hire for the Minnesota Vikings.
B-Mac, we appreciate it. I would like an All Things Covered shirt, so let's just pop that in the mail. We appreciate it. Speaking of All Things Covered, that is B-Mac's podcast, along with his cousin, Patrick Peterson, their latest episode. It's about an hour long to talk about all sorts of things, including Pat P's impending free agency, also some playoff picks as well. Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.